What's up, gaming fans? It is Preach as always. So in today's video, we're going to discuss some key changes that came to Call of Duty Black Ops 6 yesterday, and we do have patch notes for those changes. Now, not only are we going to discuss what exactly changed, but I'm also going to give you my opinion on these changes. And these changes are in campaign and multiplayer, but we're just going to discuss the multiplayer part of those changes in this video today. Now, before we jump into all of that, if you guys like this video, you already know what to do. Smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new here, and turn those bell notifications on if you want to know every time I post a new video. Now, jumping straight into this, Nuketown was added into private matches. You can see that in my thumbnail from yesterday's video. They also address spawns in this patch notes, general spawn logic tuning across several maps for improved spawning, and then they put this in a little box. Spawn tuning will be an ongoing process of taking in data, reviewing gameplay, and making measured adjustments in the live environment. Our number one goal is to always provide the safest spawn that we can across all maps and game modes. So, then they went into loadouts. They addressed an issue where players would automatically equip their previously used loadout when joining matches already in progress, and addressed an issue where players would die at initial spawn when selecting their loadout. Now, I never had either of those issues happen to me, but if you did, that had to suck, so it's a good thing that they changed that. Then they said this about weapons. They said it's been awesome seeing players discover and share their favorite weapon builds during the first week of launch. Every day, we monitor both player feedback and game data to keep tabs on how the weapon meta is evolving and prepare for a comprehensive tuning pass in Season 1. So, not right now, but in Season 1, we're going to see some weapon tuning. And by the looks of it, they are mostly going to be trying to balance out the ARs and the SMGs, and they're making some early general changes to those to adjust their effective ranges. So for ARs, they're pulling in the minimum damage ranges and lessening the impact of headshots at close range. This is a horrible change in my opinion. Why would you lessen the impact of headshots? Like, headshots reward accuracy, and now we're like, hey, we're actually going to take away your reward that you have for being a more accurate player at close range. That's a little bit silly. And then it says SMGs are receiving damage range increases to improve their mid-range effectiveness. So basically, ARs are getting nerfed, SMGs are getting buffed, which is going to just, in my opinion, create a major SMG meta because these maps are all pretty small. There's not really that many long-range fights. So if SMGs are more valuable at mid-range and clearly way better at close range, then I think this is going to create a meta of primarily SMG play and hurt the assault rifle play quite a bit. I think this is a terrible, terrible change in my opinion. Now, then they go on and give breakdowns of the weapons and the exact changes that are coming to those. I am not going to go through all of that and give you those exact numbers. You can go read those patch notes on Call of Duty's website if you want to see the exact numbers for every weapon. That would make for a forever long video. But they are reducing several things on shotguns, reducing a lot of stuff on ARs, and adding a lot of buffs to the SMGs, and that's really all you need to know. Now, here's the big thing that is huge news in this video, and I want to know if you guys think this is good enough. The Recon combat specialty. I complained about this in yesterday's video. The wall hacks that you can get if you have all blue perks, where you spawn in and you can see enemies through the wall, see exactly where they're running. And with these paper walls in this game, it actually allows you to wall bang those a lot. That has been ridiculous, and they are nerfing that. But here's what they're doing. Reduced duration. The enemies are highlighted after respawning from 2 seconds to 1.5 seconds. An additional reduction will be coming before Season 1. So they only knocked a half a second off this, but you still get a second and a half to see exactly where enemies are when you spawn into the game, and there is no counterplay available to this. Now, I don't know if they're going to take it down to 1 second, what they're going to do before Season 1, but as of right now, taking a half second off of this, in my opinion, is not nearly good enough. They should have cut this more than in half. In my opinion, they just need to take it out completely and do something else with this Recon perk. Maybe give 2 seconds of advanced UAV, something like that. But the wall hacks is absolutely insane. Then Dispatcher, increased Dispatcher perk score cost for UAV from 500 to 550. So made those a little bit harder to get. Increased Dispatcher perk score cost for counter UAV from 550 to 600. Now, equipment. Flashbang. Reduce flashbang tactical screen effect duration by 20%. This is one change that I do think is good. The flashbangs last forever in this game, and they are making those shorter. Now, with score streaks, they increase the health of the UAV and the counter UAV so that rockets, to destroy them, the change is the same there. Like, you can destroy it in the same amount of rockets, but it's actually going to take you more regular ammo shooting from a regular gun to destroy UAV and counter UAV. So they can't be shot down quite as easily unless you have some sort of launcher. They increase the initial explosion radius of the napalm strike, reduce the initial entry delay of the LDBR, increase the fly-in speed of the strategic bomber, and reduce the score cost for interceptors from 1250 to 1150. I don't like that. I don't think it should be easy or easier to get a streak that allows you to mess with other people's streaks. Matter of fact, I honestly don't even think that that should be a streak in the game. I've always hated that in every game it's been in, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. They also adjusted stance change cooldowns to reduce effectiveness of repeated prone to stand movement, which what they're getting at here is like the snaking. It's going to make snaking less effective. You can't do it quite as fast, quite as smoothly. But honestly, I think snaking is still going to work pretty well for players who play like that. I personally don't really care for that play style and find it a little bit trashy. Now, they say here in these patch notes that they adjusted the player XP and weapon XP earn rates for most modes to ensure that players are being rewarded for their match performance as expected wherever they play, which include increased weapon XP earn rates for most modes, increased player XP earn rates for the following modes: TDM, Control, S&D, and Gunfight. Slight decrease to player XP and weapon XP earned in the face-off modes. Now, while they're saying that most modes are getting more weapon XP, what I'm worried about here is that double XP is still going on, and I'm seeing reports today of players claiming that it doesn't actually give them their double XP. They're basically just getting normal XP at the end of matches, even with double XP activated. So I don't know if they broke something there, but that's not good that that's happening. But more XP in general is always a positive change in my opinion. Briefly, I will touch on the zombies UI because I have been playing a lot of zombies with a mobile controller this year, which is a video that you guys may see coming. But Gobblegum names will now properly update when switching between tier tabs. So apparently that was a problem that was going on. I hadn't noticed that personally, but that has been the patch notes and the changes so far. I think most of these changes are pretty tone deaf, to be honest, by lowering the AR headshots. I think that's a little bit silly. Only taking a half second off of the Recon perk, that's a little bit silly. But then again, that one is being adjusted again, so maybe that will change and get better. But overall, a lot of changes just came. They also showed a teaser, and I'm not going to show it here, but of the new maps that are coming for Season 1. And they all look pretty small and not that great. So if you guys have seen that, let me know what you think of those in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about all of the changes that came with these patch notes. What are you playing? What is your favorite mode? What's your favorite weapon class setup right now? Tell me in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new here, and turn those bell notifications on if you want to know every time I post a new video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Preach out.